Welcome back to another episode of In Tune with zsatia.
And June.
Today's topic, we're going to be talking about the power of peace and positivity.
Yes.
Choosing peace and positivity and what it means to us, and pretty much how it benefits your life, your mindset, mental health, everything you have going on. So, we're going to start it off by what does it mean to choose peace and choose positivity rather than to choose negativity and to choose drama. So, have you had any instances where you had to choose positivity?
Um, yeah, there would be like times where, say, just even when me and Z will not, we never really argue, but when we have like a little small little altercation, we like to um, see the problem and let that person, handle the problem. We like to uh, just be out the way when we both feel really like enraged or negative. We like to see the positive in the whole situation and we let each other calm down. We are there for each other and like we tend to support each other in those types of moments.
Yeah. So, pretty much for me, it's like when you're a positive person,
Mm-hmm.
what was that?
Just
So, when
notification.
you're a positive person, you have to make the conscious decision to choose that positivity
Yeah,
over and over again.
always.
And like based on what you're saying is pretty much when someone is going through something negative or you have an attitude or you're feeling something negative, you have as a strong partner have to make sure that their
Mm.
negative
Mm-hmm.
doesn't rub off and make you negative.
Yes.
You have to be secure in your positivity.
Mm.
You have to choose your positivity over
Definitely.
your partner being negative, trying to create a problem, or just being in their feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we do that all the time. Like it literally just happened last night to where I'm like, June, like I have an attitude, like I want to go with me. Oh my god, blah, 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 blah. And you made the decision to choose positivity by walking into the other room, clearing your mind, make because
Right.
you're good. You
Yeah.
know, you don't have an
Right.
attitude.
Right.
And him doing that let me get my feelings together,
Right.
let me be secure in myself to where I approached him and was like, I'm sorry, like that was uncomfortable. Or, like it's just attitudes do come out. But the fact that he didn't choose to join me in my anger
Right.
really shows that he knows what it means to choose positivity.
Right. And just like based off of that, we were sitting here the other night and it hit like about 1:32 a.m. in the morning and we're just sitting here in deep conversation and she literally looks at me and just like, you promise your positivity will your negative basically it will never clash. My positivity will always be greater than any negative emotion or energy that she sends my way. I let her know, I told her my positivity, I guarantee you for the rest of my life, forever and ever, will always eat all your negative energy. I will never let your negative overcome, because once that happens to negatives in that situation, is not a positive. It is keeps going downhill. So one has to be positive in a situation in moments like that, and in at any moment, honestly, and just to persevere and really stay down and love each other. It means more than just the normal things. You have to really be there for each other, listen, understand, so that's that was a big thing for me the other night when I let her know and she was really touched by that. It means a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
Yeah. And for people that struggle to find that positivity, it takes time.
Yeah.
Like you're not just gonna snap and be the best person you can be. Like you have to really train yourself to choose positivity. You have to
Yes.
train yourself to want to be peaceful, because I believe that peace is our natural state.
Oh yeah.
And when you know your natural state, everything that comes at you trying to fuck with your natural state
Mm-hmm.
is going to dissolve,
Yes.
because you just have to just channel your natural being, which is positivity, which is peace. And the way that I channel my natural state is through crystals mostly when I'm
Yeah.
struggling. I'll wear a crystal on my necklace
Man.
that represents positivity. Like I'll pick a clear one, a white one, something that reminds me of purity, positivity, and I'll wear it on days that I'm struggling to be positive. And when I see it or I feel it, it just reminds me of return to your natural state.
Right. It's definitely a physical thing that you can connect to, and it is definitely alive. It grows. You know, crystals are a very important thing when it comes to centering, you know, your energies. Once you learn about it a lot, it's actually something that really helps. And I love to keep my crystals on me at all times, especially when I know I'm about to go into a meeting or something very important. You know, I like to have those charged and on me because it lets me know, again, it's something physical I could look at and I'm like, okay, this is cool. And each crystal has their own properties and the own things that they do. So it's just like all how you come about it and how you choose to how you let your crystal choose you, you know. So it's like really cool once you get into the whole crystal game. It really allows you to elaborate all emotion, all feelings, and it's dope. I like
Yeah.
it.
And crystals is definitely something that we're going to talk more about.
Oh
We're
yeah.
probably going to have like a whole podcast focusing on crystals, what they are, how to
Mm.
set intentions, just everything about what we use them for. You
Yes.
know, what we choose to do with those. And just to get back to positivity, I'm just saying when you are a positive person and you do choose peace, every negative situation that comes around, you eventually learn and teach yourself how to spin that. You know what I mean? Like when negative comes, you accept the negative,
Mm-hmm.
you let it be negative,
Right.
but for your mental health, for your mindset, you automatically try to find the blessing in it.
Yes.
Why did this happen? Why is this happening now?
Mm-hmm.
What is the lesson?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people struggle with finding the positive in negative because there's always a message, there's always a reason. I believe everything happens for a reason, so it's easy for me to flip a negative into a positive.
Man.
That's just the kind of person I am.
Right.
So maybe people need to learn how to do that.
Yeah. Definitely. Uh just piggybacking off of finding the positive in every situation, it's like whenever you're definitely going through something and you find it a downhill situation, no matter what, I guarantee you, the more that you stay positive, the more that you just keep that positive thinking on your brain, you know, I promise you, like you start to see different paths that you never see before. People will start to open doors that you thought could never be open. People will show you new things. It's all about staying positive, and it sounds cliche, but it's real. You know, you got to
Mm-hmm.
stay on your hustle, stay on your game, and even in, like she said, the negative situations, always be the bigger person right here. Always see the better in everything, even anything, you know. Like I got in a car accident and um I was able to see the broader perspective in life. Like this is just a mini accident. God woke me up. He told me I needed to get on these things that I needed to do, that I've been knowing I needed to do, and it shifted my whole in that moment. I wasn't scared, I wasn't negative, I was completely positive, you know. And I was like, this is just something that woke me up, woke my game up, you know. And it allowed me, I looked at the whole situation like it's just time for me to grind, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this means, you know. It ended all that little childish whatever things I had going on, and it instantly shot me forward. Then I moved out, you know, and then like I just started going. So positivity, again, that example is just the more you stay positive in any situation, I guarantee you, you'll always prevail, always.
Yeah. So like for him, it was his accident.
Yeah.
Something that could be so negative, something that could have stopped you, that could have
Man.
slowed you down,
Right.
that you could have really dwelled on. You chose to accept your injuries, accept that it happened, and
Mm-hmm.
figure out why. What decision did I make this night
Right.
that put me in harm?
Uh-huh.
And you changed your ways, and it ended up being a blessing. And a
Yes.
lot of times for me, it's people for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
negative people will come into my life and try to like stir drama or
Mm-hmm.
argue or call me out my name or just any type of negative
Right.
something.
Right.
And I never argue back anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's gotten to a point where I'm so secure in my positivity
Right.
and my peace. You can't shake me. You can't
Mm-mm.
threaten what I have in here. Like you're gonna say, "Oh, this, and that," things that I know is not true about me,
Right.
and
Exactly.
I can adapt to that negativity and be like, "You're gonna be negative by yourself. You're gonna
Right.
do that alone
Mm-hmm.
because." I'm not here to argue. I don't have no drama. I don't have no ill will. It's
Right.
just not the kind of person I am now that I've
Right.
been choosing positivity, that I've been choosing peace to
Right.
the point where you just cut yourself off from that.
Man.
And sometimes when it's family and you cut yourself off, they're always going to be there.
Yeah.
They'll be back.
Right.
Even in relationships, if your man arguing with you and you just know he wrong,
Right.
let him argue. Let
Right.
him be mad because he's right there, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Being secure, choosing yourself because you know your mind is positive. Your mind is
Yes.
peace. So nothing can threaten that.
Right.
Nothing can come in the way of that.
Definitely. I definitely think that just keeping your own peace and minding your peace for not only yourself but your surrounding, that is then when you tend to release this big aura of energy that is just so attractive, and people will start to see it, and people will start to gravitate towards you, and you'll start to notice it. You'll start to grow yourself, and you really feel it day to day. You feel it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the change. You feel the little trips you might go on. You feel the money coming in. You feel the life that you always knew is starting to slowly but surely fall into place. So
Yes.
it's all about definitely having that peace and positivity, one again for yourself and your mental, and then it's another to again push that energy out and let people feed off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing wrong with being yourself, loving yourself first, and
Yeah.
and then being able to exert that energy out to the physical world,
To your
once you
path.
exactly. So it's just literally staying positive is it could be broken down in so many ways, like
Yeah.
for real.
It's like a magic trick, honestly. When you're such a positive person and like whatever you set on your path and you're have the best intention
Right.
and you're being positive and you're trying your best, blessings really do come from that.
Mm-hmm.
What you call good luck could be God giving you a clear positive path
Right.
because you're choosing it. You're not thinking of the worst. You're not like,
Mm-hmm.
what if? You're just like, I know it's going to be good.
Right.
I know we're going to be good. I
That
know
part.
it's going to be great. And
Right.
then when you go out on your path, everything works in your favor. Everything's going well because it's a mindset at the end of the day.
Right.
It's a mindset to the point where if something was bad to happen, it's not even negative because you've conditioned yourself so much. Even the negative things are positive to
Exactly.
the point where nothing bad ever happens to you, nothing negative, because all the bad things are your lessons.
Mm-hmm.
The bad things are the reason. The bad things are helping you get to a better path, get
Right.
to a clearer path,
Right.
more positivity. Like once you look at it like that as a journey, as an up and down acceptance,
Mm-hmm.
you will be magical.
Definitely.
Honestly, you will.
Definitely. I completely understand that the way you put it, being magical. It's like so many things that you can do when you push positivity. Like you could go in to any example, or any little thing that you're going through on your daily routine, and maybe something is out of coordination to what you're normally used to, but the reason that or the fact that you're so positive, with every little thing that you do, these little negatives that literally try to feed at you, bite at you, and take away and pull, your positivity is so strong, your light is so strong that it just pushes all that out the way,
Mm-hmm.
and you're able to literally see with your brain. It's like your senses are on 10, you know, like everything is so accustomed to you all of a sudden. The world is so much more clear, everything is so much more brighter. For me, that's personally how it was, you know, like I was always positive. About a year or two ago,
Mm-hmm.
I was so positive, but still I was down. You know, I was like, I know there's something more for me to do, something more I can reach. And it took me to really go through a lot of stuff emotionally and physically by myself, to really know that I had a positive side to me that I was going to be able to unleash. I knew I was going to be greater than where I was just a year ago, you know, but I couldn't get it out. And it was because I was choosing to focus too much on the negative, on the little stuff. But once I realized how big of a light being I am, I was like, man, forget all that negative. You know, I was like, I am the greatest being. I am the
Mm-hmm.
happiest me I can be. Nobody ever will outshine me. Nobody intimidates me, you know, like I am me, and I am the greatest me that I can be, and I stay happy every day because of that. And with that energy, it generates so much positivity within you, you know. So it's again very magical. It's all a
Mm-hmm.
mindset. Literally. It's magic.
Right. And sometimes it does start with learning yourself.
Mm.
Sometimes it does start with facing yourself,
Mm-hmm.
like facing your demons, facing the negativity, and choosing peace, choosing positivity,
Have to.
dealing with all the bad, dealing with all the negative. Like, you have to look inside yourself and deal with it,
Mm-hmm.
because as humans, you can't live in your past.
Oh no.
It already happened.
Right.
It doesn't even exist anymore. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no one's ever going to go back and relive it. It's done.
Right.
It's over. So you to be able to choose positivity, you have to deal with your bullshit.
Oh yeah,
There's
for
no
sure.
other way you're going to be able to move forward until you can let go.
Yeah.
And even with day to day issues, when they do come, it's all about letting go. So it's about letting go of the past and letting go of the current sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to let go
Definitely.
and you have to choose. It's a choice. That's why we're trying to like emphasize on choose positivity,
Yes.
because it's a choice. It's something that you have to choose over and over. It's not something that you just switch to. It's not something that happens once or twice. It's all the time. It's day to day. It's a struggle. It's
Huh.
hard.
Yeah, no, for
But
sure.
the more you do it, the more you practice it, the more easy it becomes and the more
Yeah.
natural it is.
Literally, like she said in the very beginning last night, we just came home and she was like, I just want to be alone right now. And I'm like, why? You know? She's like, I just you know, I'm like, all right, you know what? It's fine. You know, it was a choice that I made personally to not sit there and argue for no reason
Mm-hmm.
about why she wants to be alone. You know, it was, hey, go ahead, have your alone time. You need that sometimes. And I was cool too. You know, I was like, I'm gonna come in my living room, sit down and watch my little anime and let her. She came out and was like, I don't even know what's going on. And it takes that literally, especially in a relationship, especially when you love somebody, you let them have their little piece. You know, don't be all up in their face all the time. Sometimes we're all human, you know, we need just that little bit of, all right, cool. All right, I'm sorry, you know, and it's like, all right, I love
Right.
you, you know,
Yeah.
opposed to, no,
Why you want to be
you're
alone?
gonna talk to
Oh,
me
you
right
did
now.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you have to choose that.
Right. You chose to be angry, so you then see all the consequences, both good and bad. There's good and bad consequences. So what I chose was the good consequences. We was chilling for the rest of the night. You know, it was cool. Opposed to arguing, getting in an argument for no reason, you know, and just
Because
being
you ain't
angry.
mad.
I'm not
You
mad
ain't
at
got no
all.
attitude.
Right. And it just so happens that one of you each time is human nature will kind of get ticked off
You
or
will
just
get
be
angry.
tired. Yeah,
You will get an attitude.
exactly. And all that is learning how to direct your energy into the right areas, and those areas are the positive areas, and you just want to keep again making that choice to push for the positive, because no matter what, if you let that negative energy get to you, I promise you, all you open doors for negative energies in many more ways than you would have ever thought. Than just to be positive and let these doors open, you let a million other negative situations possibly happen, you know? So it's just like being able to stay calm, being able to prevent
Be
things right here
secure.
first.
Be
Exactly.
secure in yourself.
You
Just
will
because
do
I'm
good.
mad, why you gotta be mad? I'm
Man,
big, big, big
man,
on that because in a lot of relationships, you already know when you like someone and you get involved, whatever you feel, I'm gonna feel, and
right,
vice versa.
right.
So my thing is, just because I have an attitude or I'm mad or da 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 da, when you start feeding into that, now we're both mad. Now we're both arguing.
Huh.
Now it's both bad. When he chooses to let me be angry by myself, that is a big step towards peace
Mm-hmm.
because he allowed me not to manipulate his emotions,
That part.
not to manipulate his feelings because he's secure in his feeling. He knows he good. He knows nothing is wrong. So why even feed into someone that is trying to convince you that it's wrong, it's bad, we're about to fight? Like, no, you're going to be mad and wrong by yourself. Like, that's just it. I'm feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's wrong. So what do I need to stoop to your level for?
Exactly.
And you need that in a relationship because, like they say, someone has to be the bigger person. That's just a good example of what it
Yeah.
means to be a bigger person.
And it's not necessarily well, yeah, it is. At the same time, you're checking your person. You know, in a way, it's not bad. It's not, oh, you let your girl check you. Oh, you let your man talk to you like this. No, once you lose your ego and your pride, once you let all those things go, I promise you, things get so easy because you stay positive and you are allowing each other to talk. You know, you're being open. You are literally understanding the other person's point of view. So it's like let them check you. Let them tell you what you need. You don't want a bunch of yes men, fake ass people in your life. You're gonna want somebody that's gonna
Right.
tell you what the hell to do, and both of you can do it. But you
Learn
both have
from
to
each
be
other.
strong.
That's
Exactly,
just the relationship version
man.
of choosing positivity
Exactly
because when you
that
get in
part.
a relationship, you become one. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like your responsibility to kind of be there for each other.
Definitely.
But to get back to choosing positivity and choosing peace, a lot of people don't understand the difference between conscious conversations, like being aware of what we're talking
Oh
about,
yeah.
and like unconscious behavior. You know, like unconscious behavior could be like, I didn't mean to say that, or I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
mean to have this attitude. It's natural. Like you don't
Mm-hmm.
even know that you're trying to start a fight with me right now.
All right.
But it's sometimes it's people's natural instinct. So it's
Right.
like to be able to choose positivity, you have to train your unconscious.
Man.
And that's getting really deep because a lot of people don't live that way. They don't have conscious and unconscious. They just
Right.
have, this is me.
Mm-hmm.
But literally, your unconscious is running you and you
Yeah.
don't even know it.
Every day.
Those voices in the back of your head saying you can't do something or don't do that, don't take that risk, that's your unconscious.
Right.
Oh, argue with this bitch. Oh, be mad.
Right.
Have an attitude. That's your unconscious because I'm sure everyone wants peace.
Yeah.
Everyone wants love, positivity, but it's your unconscious that is so conditioned to be skeptical, so conditioned to be untrustworthy, so conditioned to be the superior
Right.
that you can't let go and really be positive.
Definitely.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
It's just like um basically just kind of stealing energy almost, you know.
Stealing energy is
And
something that people that we would really have to explain what that
uh,
means.
and being competitive, you know.
Competitive
And
energies.
it doesn't allow you as a person to really again focus on yourself and know
Wait.
yourself.
So what is we might as well just get into what is
Competitive.
competing energies.
Like just for example, like you could be in a I know a lot of this happens a lot of
Mhm.
times. You're in a group of friends and you guys all four of y'all, put it that way, and two of y'all are having a really dope conversation, you know, and then the other two are really listening, you know, and it's just like, all right, oh, that's pretty interesting. And you clearly see these two people are in a conversation, but third and fourth gotta, but I, oh yeah, you know this. They always try to compare themselves. They always try to put themselves in. They always try to feed from your energy instead of just listening. They try to be the superior
The
in the
most
situation.
heard,
Right, the most
the most
heard.
relevant.
Exactly, and nobody gives a damn. Man, I don't even care how close you are, how best friend you think you are. There's moments where everybody will steal your energy, and as a person, as a positive being, you just have to know when that is happening, notice it and just cut it. Like be like, oh, okay, this person's not gonna ever listen to me
They're
because
just competing.
exactly they want to ask me a question to hear my remark, and then they want to battle me. That's not somebody that's there to listen to you. That is there for you. They are trying to again just compete, steal energy.
Trying to get a rise out of you. That's a
Right.
good example that people I think will understand. When people try to get a rise out of you,
Right.
they try to say something that they know is going to tick you off
Right.
just to feel your anger, just to get that right there that they're stealing. That's
Mm-hmm.
competitive energy.
Right.
That's someone trying to steal your energy.
Right. And that's not okay. Like
No,
it happens more often than
naturally.
not naturally, but it should be something that is normalized to let people talk, let people finish, let people do them, let people be themselves without trying to judge somebody. Don't sit here and tell somebody da 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 because this person thinks that. Fuck that. Like let them be them for themselves. If you think something, keep that shit to yourself. Not everybody needs to know. You don't need to make everybody laugh in the group. Just stay
Forcing
yourself.
conversation.
Exactly. Nobody, and you'll know. Nobody really cares. They'll
and
sit there.
and you don't need to control the conversation or to
Right.
control someone or to control what they're thinking, because
Right.
that's another example of competing energy. Like
Mm-hmm.
the opposite of competing energy, I say, would be accepting
Yeah.
all people, accepting what they say, accepting their opinion, accepting whatever,
Yes.
not competing against it, debating,
Right.
arguing, putting them down, trying to get a rise out of them, or trying to get the last word, or trying to make yourself relevant in the conversation when it has nothing to do with you. That's stealing energy.
Yeah, for
That's an
sure.
unconscious conversation. That's the example of what competing energies is.
Right.
And we could go into more depth if anyone wants to hear more on what competing energy is. That could be a whole episode. Like we could
Right.
really explain that. But just to come back to what it means, positive and choosing peace, that just listening, just
Yeah.
stepping back and listening and letting
Man.
someone get it off and letting someone have their opinion.
Right.
That is choosing peace. That's
Right.
choosing positivity.
Mm-hmm. Simply listening. That's all it really
Simply
takes.
listening.
Man, I hear you.
I think we've nailed everything positive. If there's something else you want to bring up to add,
Not necessarily, but definitely like every day just practice something new, learn something new, acquire a new taste for something, look some stuff up, like really find something that you'll gravitate to pull your brain out of the everyday oh snap everyday things that you're normally used to, like me and Z, we travel. We just tried kayaking for the first time in the open sea. It was so crazy. We went to an island. We went on a ferry. We do stuff just to try new things, and that keeps our minds positive
yeah, it
because
keeps it going.
right. And now we're like, you remember when da 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 da? It's like, oh my god, and it's just
Positive
funny.
memories,
Yes, exactly,
experiences to cloud the
man.
negative.
And we never let money ever be a thing. We always
That's a
continue.
conversation.
Yes, we always continue to, no matter, we're always like, we got savings. We work our asses off, so we know we're going to have money for our bills. So we treat ourselves how we know we should, how we deserve to be treated. We do that for ourselves because we love ourselves.
That's a good conversation to have on like what triggers your negativity, like what makes you
Yeah,
change
that
from
part.
positive to negative. Sometimes when people are running low on money
Uh huh.
or they feel broke, it changes their attitude.
Oh,
It
yeah.
makes them angry. It makes them like, that's natural,
Uh huh.
And so it's like you have to acknowledge what is your negative triggers.
Yeah,
And you have to
exactly.
dissolve that shit
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, money is always going to be there. Money is
Always.
always going to keep coming.
Always.
More money is being made every day.
Every day.
Why would you let that control your mood, control your life,
Right.
your mindset, your positivity, your mental health? That's something that I feel like a lot of people could relate to. Like, if you're low on money, don't let that turn your day bad.
No.
You know, keep that positive mindset. You're going to get it. You're going to get through this. You're going to push forward. You're going to get more money. Like,
Right.
it's okay. Don't let your account balance dictate what kind of day you're going to have.
Yeah, don't ever let your financial balance define the greater good of who you really are on the inside, because money is forever. They're good, like
Right.
she said, printing every day, every day, every day. Memories and people, they eventually fade from the physical. You know, you're gonna miss that. So use your money, work your ass off. Don't be lazy. Get up off your ass again and learn something new every day, because I guarantee you something will work, something will pop, and you will then move. But you have to stay on it. You have to really work every day, and you have to really want it. That's the big thing, is wanting it. And
It's a lifestyle.
you can literally, you can
It's a
sit there
mindset.
all day and I wanna. Okay, well, get up and watch a video on how to sew. Watch a video on how to wrap a. I don't know.
Whatever it
Learn
is.
something
Whatever
new.
it is.
Even if it's learning how to wrap a box in a gift present, I guarantee you'll feel hella good because you just taught yourself something new and you didn't know how to do it before. It's like all just your dopamines and endorphins in your brain. You know, like you have to start again. How she said, find your negative triggers and figure out your positive triggers, and just start promoting for yourself again. Positive energy every day. Push for something new, something greater than what you're used to. Get out, try to rent a car. I don't know, do something to find your niche, you know,
Anything.
anything to get out of the normalization, because that's where we be stuck at as humans in this
A
normal,
cycle.
yes, in this city life, in this rat race. We're stuck right here instead of just trying shit,
Learn.
just trying
Live.
things.
Live.
Exactly. So that's
Experience.
experiencing, living, trying new things equals positivity.
Those are our positive triggers.
Yes, definitely.
Traveling, we don't travel for the pictures, the videos. We travel because we have to get out of our normal situation.
Yes.
We have to get out of our normal living and create excitement. We create positive experience
Yes.
so that when we do come back to our normal state, we have all these stories like, oh my God, we were having so much fun. Like, it creates
Right.
this positive vibe. Sometimes you just got to find a way to create your positivity.
Right.
Sometimes that's really what it takes.
Right. When you're positive, you tend to meet other positive people
Oh,
because they
yep.
see it, or you tend to motivate other people because they see you doing really good. And some people are envious. Some people love you. It's life, you know.
It's life.
Both ways.
You get both.
And just keep doing you.
Yeah.
Don't ever let no one's judgment ever cloud and make you have a rainy day. You always stay humble, you always stay strong and mentally prepared for any situation, and again, choose positivity at all
Choose
times.
it. And if negative comes, dismiss it. I don't care if it was your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother.
Right, it don't matter who it is.
Dismiss that because it's not worth your peace and it's not worth your positivity.
Right.
It's more dangerous to be with toxicity and to be with negative than it is to be lonely. I promise you.
Oh man.
Being lonely is hard. It hurts. It's lonely. But be lonely before you be stuck in a negative, before you be in a dangerous situation.
That part.
You know, you have to choose it. You have to want it for you. No one's going to choose it for you. No one's going to want it as bad as you.
Right.
It's all starts here. We were just so blessed that his journey started with himself and my journey started in myself. Then God brought us together and we talked.
Right.
We said, we're going to get to know each other, but at the same time, I'm focused on me.
Exactly.
And he's focused on him. And that created this independence with an open door of let's help each other. We're going to, you know, be there for each other. And then the strength of our relationship came.
Right.
But it all starts with getting to know yourself and being secure in your emotions and your mindset, your positivity before you can even bring someone else in. Because if you're stuck and you're negative and you're violent and you're whatever the case is, best believe when someone comes into your life, they're going to pick up on all the bad things you've been holding on to,
Mm-hmm.
because when you start a relationship, you become one. It's just inevitable. It happens. It is what it is. Two souls attached
Right.
naturally.
Right.
And that's what we're going to talk about more, even in our next podcast. Just being able to be yourself and opening up and learning each other before it's a relationship,
Right.
and the importance in that.
Mm-hmm.
So tune in for the next episode, because that is what we're going to focus on. And I know a lot of people need to hear that. Like,
Definitely.
just from our perspective, like, this is just our opinions, right?
Right.
It's just
Just
our
our opinions.
opinions.
It's not. It's hey.
Take it, leave it, whatever you want.
Our
It works
experiences.
for us.
That's why you are in tune with Z and June.
In tune with Z and June.
That's our frequencies that we decided to float on and move by, and that's us.
That's us. So this was a good episode about positivity and peace and what it means to choose it and the power of it. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, comment with anything you want to say. If you
Right.
want to keep the conversation going, you want to give us some heads up on some new topics, whatever it is, just
Right.
let us know in the comments.
Keep the ideas coming. We're here for the long run. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.